Ernie, Kenny, and Charles.
Dick Stockton is a veteran of this business, and I believe everything he says. Here's company. Kenny Smith.
No,
Charles
this
Barkley,
is company.
and this is real company from Duke University. Jason Williams, who knew the joy of an NCAA championship 1 year ago, right around this time.
Good memories, good memories.
College Player of the Year, Naismith winner for 2002, and boy, did he light up Carolina for 37 or what?
Knock it off. That wasn't the 87 Carolina team. That wasn't the 87 team.
Jason Williams, thanks for being here. It's great to see you.
It's good to be here. It's good to be here.
So I understand that. I thought maybe this was the first meeting of all time between you and Charles Barkley.
Definitely not.
Really?
Definitely not. A little history.
Please.
Was waiting outside after he was doing an interview, and I guess I understand how you feel now.
What year would this be, do you think?
It's a while ago.
Were you really a small kid?
I was young. Yeah, I was young.
Very impressionable at that age.
Very impressionable. And Mary went up to him and I kind of tugged at him and asked him. But a lot of kids were tugging at him, and I kind of got the little, at the time his hips were around my head and kind of got the little nudge with the body. And it's kind of got pushed away, so that really hurt me.
And
well,
so
that's a big nudge.
And from then on, I promised. I said, if I get famous, I'm going to sign every autograph. I'm going to take every picture.
Oh, man.
So now I'm trying to do that for the little guys, the young kids.
I love a story that speaks to the youth of America, and people can learn from it.
It touches me.
That's excellent stuff.
If I had known how he was going to turn out, that would have been nicer to him. That's what I like rambling. Like when I'm walking through a crowd of kids, I'm like, he ain't gonna make it. He gonna make it. And I just sign as I go.
Jason, let's talk about the emotions contrasting last year and this year of winning a national title at Duke, and then here's the Final Four in this city this week, and Duke's not part of it.
Well, it's hard, being around here, the atmosphere, just excitement going around. But I think the big picture I have learned is I have won. Even though I haven't won a national championship this year, I've won a big picture. I'm gonna get my degree. I won one last year, and I get a chance to move on and complete my dream, which is playing the NBA.
I'll be the bad guy here, and we'll bring up some tape from last week, Duke against Indiana. But I want you to take me through this because, again, you talk about the roller coaster of emotions and plays. Watch this.
Well, I decided the ball kind of got back in my hands, and I took a shot and went in, and then went to the free throw line. Didn't feel nervous at all, and thought I was going to knock it down and missed it, and Carl's got the rebound and just happened to miss it again.
In the moments that follow a situation like that, how do you reconcile it?
Well, I just keep playing hard. I mean, things happen. You move on. I think that was a big thing for me. I really put a lot of pressure on myself after I missed that free throw. I thought it was kind of my fault. I thought I had a chance to save it, and I missed out on an opportunity. But I think there's a lot more basketball ahead for me, so I'm just going to keep trying to go on and keep trying to get better.
You guys think so?
There's a little basketball ahead. But I'm going to say, if you got to hit a 4-point play to get your team into the next round, it ain't your fault. I'll tell you that much right there. But the other thing is, if you look at where you look at the NBA now and you see what guards do, who would you say that you look at and say, you know what, I kind of play like that guy right now, so when I get into the NBA, those are the kind of things I can do?
Well, I don't really know. I love the way Jason Kidd plays. I think he finds everybody. I think it was a little difficult for me because I wasn't really at the point guard spot. I played a lot more two guard this year where I had to shoot and I had to score. But I think I love to pass the ball and I love to get everybody involved. So if it had to be somebody passing, I think it's Jason Kidd.
Well, first of all, as far as the Indiana game, the game wasn't lost on your free throw. It was lost when you blew the 17-point lead. When you have a 17-point lead, you cannot let a team come back, especially in a single elimination tournament. As far as your future, I know you got to be excited and looking forward to it. I mean, it is kind of weird, though, because, you can always control your destiny, but now for the first time in your life, you're at the mercy of who's going to pick and choose you. What is that like?
I'm really anxious, actually, start playing, working out again, but I'm really anxious to see where I'm going to go. So it could be so many different places. It could be a West Coast, it could be East Coast, it could be anywhere. I think that's the exciting part for me, but I know, the big thing for me, I'm just going to go out there, I'm just going to play. I'm just going to have fun, I'm going to be a kid. I'm only 20. I got a lot more years ahead of me. I'm just going to make the best of it wherever I am and try to win. Your
first workout is going to commence in just a couple of minutes when we step onto Kenny's court after this break here on the AT&T Halftime Report. And talk to Jason Williams about his NBA future and some tips for draft night. All that coming up. We welcome you back to the AT&T Halftime Report from Studio A in Atlanta. Charles Barkley, Kenny Smith, Ernie Johnson, and our guest tonight, Jason Williams of Duke. You talk about student athletes. This guy would qualify. You're going to graduate in 3 years this summer, degree in sociology.
Yes.
What's sociology?
See what it's like for me every night.
That hit me right here. That was way below the belt.
I'm just trying to figure out what sociology is. You got one in music appreciation.
No. I'm industrial relations economics, man.
I got one in music appreciation. They played music, and I said I appreciate it.
That's hey, let's talk about draft night for a second. I know it's going to be a huge night.
I know this is going to be bad for me, though.
And I know that Fashion Jet is so important.
So important.
Definitely need some tips.
Yeah.
Making sure that everything is correct is probably the key to your future in the NBA.
Yes.
And so here's a couple of things not to do.
This is Karl Malone. He's the only thing that saved me. Karl Malone saved me.
No.
Look at that look on Charles.
You look like an usher in a movie theater. Right here, sir. Here's your seat. Hey,
Thank God for Karl Malone. Because I had the worst suit in the history of the NBA draft until Karl Malone came along to save me, y'all.
Hey, let's talk about your future in the NBA. And if you had to, honestly, what are you going to work on before the NBA? What part of your game would you say, you know what, I need to refine this, I need to work harder on this?
I'm going to work on everything. I think that's a big thing for me. I definitely know NBA line's a little further back. I think my strength, my quickness, my agility, I'm just working on everything. I'm going to try to better myself in every aspect of the game.
Well, one of the things that, you see a lot of kids and you talk about work ethic. And one summer I had the opportunity to see him at a basketball camp. And his work ethic, I came back and I was so impressed with it. I talked to my brother. I said, you know what? Jason Williams, he's the first guy from Duke that I'll actually say I like. You were the first guy I ever said I like the way you play because I saw you in the summertime and the work ethic. And I think if a lot of kids could actually see what he does in the summer, would be very impressive.
I think the kids should be more impressed. He's going to get his degree in 3 years.
No kidding.
But that's part of the summer. Because he probably went to summer school.
You're holding the ball, and you know what? He's a guest.
But let's see the work ethic on Kenny's court, because on my court, the rim's a little tighter. The lights a little brighter here. This is better than the NBA, baby.
Can you take a shot for me first? You get the ball warmed up.
Oh, yeah, let's see if Ernie here. Ernie,
you put in the basket. You put in the basket.
Ernie!
Okay. That was fouled.
Okay. See, this is like, wait, before you shoot.
Ernie,
think yourself.
Ernie could have played in the NBA.
I'm thinking of myself in Dean Smith Center.
The Dean Smith Center.
Hey, first of all, you just learned the first rule about the NBA. Every time you miss a shot, say you got fouled.
Right.
You got to learn that.
Wait. It's 20,000 in the Dean Smith Center. Everything is light blue around here. The light's a little bit bright in there.
Excuse me.
They're a little bit bright in here.
Well, the pressure's
It's
not
only
on me.
about 1,500 in the Dean Dome now.
Well, the pressure's not on me because we're usually up by 20 or 30.
Oh, he can say those things now. Look at him.
Okay, just rub it in here.
He's already a vet. Get on! That's enough. Call it off. Wait till next year. We're back.
I know you came up with that 20,000. You had up their whole attendance for the whole season.
No, we had 20,000 in there no matter what.
Jason Williams, thanks a lot for joining us. Congratulations on.
Oh, man. I thought I liked you, man. You killed me.
Hey, we'll see you on draft night, too.
Thank you.
Back with more on the AT&T Halftime Report in just a second. Let me shoot one more time.
Yeah, let's see if we get one. Ernie, you're in Dean Smith Center. See? I know it'll work somebody. Dog.
The undercut me a little bit, and I fell on my bottom, so I got to ask Charles for some ass.
How are you feeling?
Can you help him out?
Much money as he got, of course I can.
You can be bought.
I can't be bought for money, but I can be bought for a lot of money.
Hey, welcome to Inside the NBA, presented by Hyundai. Ernie Johnson, Charles Barkley, Kenny the Jet Smith. On a night when the Minnesota Timberwolves desperately trying to get things on track before the postseason. 113-111 winners over the Dallas Mavericks, who came storming back from being down 19 with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. That's when Kevin Garnett did take that spill and got the dozen stitches in his noggin. What'd you think of what you saw tonight between these two guys from the Midwest?
Well, there's so much pressure on Kevin Garnett. He has to play at such a high level for Minnesota to be competitive every night. It's a little bit unfair. Needs more help in the future. But Dallas, they're a streaky team. They all jump shooting team. They're trying to outscore people. They don't really play enough defense. So they're going to have some people like the trade. Dan Ainge called me and told me he liked the trade.
The Rafe LaFrance.
Yeah, which confirms what I've already known for years. He don't know anything about basketball. I mean, I didn't think it was a good trade, and Dallas is going to they might get beat the first round. They definitely not going to make it past the second round.
Well, why do you not like it? Don't you think there's been some benefit to having Rafe LaFrance there and Nick Van Exel?
Not when they play against the good teams, because they're just trying to outscore people. First of all, you're not going to win a championship shooting threes. All threes and not playing in defense. And they're so, one thing I did know is the last couple of games they given Sean Bradley a little time. That's the only thing that can save them. But you're not going to win a championship shooting strictly jumpers, because if you're the best jump shooter in the world, at the end of the year, you're going to shoot 40%. And in a 7-game series, you're not playing against these other teams as you go. You're playing against a really good team. And I just think it's not going to happen.
Well, I thought tonight they had a real legitimate chance of beating Minnesota. One, because Minnesota kind of plays defense into their hands because they want you to shoot jump shots, and that's what Dallas wants to do. They leave shots available on the perimeter for you to take. And being such a good perimeter shooting team, that's why they got back into the game. But I have to agree with Charles. I really believe that in the playoff setting, that's not going to work. You really have to have someone who's a low post presence that can make things happen.
For the month of March now, Minnesota is 4-10. They're number 6 in the West, and as it stands right now, the number 3 team in the West, who they face in the first round, would be the LA Lakers. Ooh. So they need to get off the 6th spot and hope that the Lakers maybe move up.
You got to avoid the Lakers like the plague.
Yes,
that's the thing that's scary. I think all those other teams out there, Sacramento really doesn't play a lot of defense. If you can steal one of those first 2 games, you can beat them, but nobody wants to play the Lakers.
We are not going to avoid them like the plague next week. We got them Tuesday against the Wizards. We got them Wednesday against the Nets. And then Thursday, by the way, Clippers and Mavs on TNT.
Paris Island!
South Carolina. That's where we are heading. That's where the slogan is, we make Marines.
We're going to hang.
And they have been for years and years. And we're going to go hang out with the Marines on Thursday.
I'm really looking forward to that.
That's going to be fun.
It's going to be a great night. And we'll have a kind of an inside look at Paris Island later on in this show here on Inside the NBA, presented by Hyundai, where the highlights come your way next. And what do we got? Chris Webber and the guys. They got a 6-game trip.
Yeah, right? We got to get us some Afro sheen for that hair.
And John Stockton is still 40. Really good.
In the face of evil,
I have seen the prophecy.
a warrior who would become their only hope. His strength will defy an empire. His power will unite a nation. And his courage will make him a legend. The Scorpion King. Catch this.
Inside is presented by Hyundai.
Boycott.
Kings and Rockets at Compact Center.
What's the hell going on there?
I have no clue. Doug Christie with a steal. Doug Christie.
What a legend.
The Kings starting a 6-game trip here late in the season.
We're talking about underrated players. Doug Christie's got to be in that list.
He's definitely underrated. That's my young guy from Alabama right there.
Gerald Wallace.
Yeah, he's got the pipes like Barry White.
Turkaloo. The foreign exchange guys are really rolling.
Looks like he's recovered from that bout with food.
Well, actually, the Rockets have definitely packed it in at this point.
So
right
Turkaloo
now.
ate some soul food in that.
99.
First time ever.
I think the Rockets have packed it in.
Chitlin's got him.
He's played the last 15, 20 games of the season when teams got nothing to play for. It can get ugly some nights.
Dr. Smith trying to figure out what it was that didn't agree with Hito.
He ate some chitlins.
Cleveland to Utah. Andrei Kirilenko.
Hey, that kid's just played well all season.
Hey, hold your breath in Utah. Karl Malone.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Strained his right groin. He's in some pain. Still gets a rebound. Goes to the bench. Would he come back? What do you think? Would he come back?
He's a hockey player.
Andre Miller. Karl came back.
He's a hockey player. Of course he's coming back.
There's Kirilenko again on the feed from 40-year-old John Stockton.
How many guys can strain their groin and get a rebound at the same time?
It's been a while for me, but
That's pretty tough.
93-69, the Jazz all over the Cavaliers at the Delta
There's some
Center.
bad games tonight.
Yeah, I agree. You know what I think we should do? Say still to come, the Bucks clinging to home court in the first round. Have the Nuggets in town. One of the few buckets that Tim Thomas made on the night. And with no Iverson, no problem for the Sixers in Chi-Town.
Speedy.
The Fannie Mae Foundation presents NBA in the Neighborhood. The NBA and its players celebrated Black History Month by reaching out to their communities and sharing their thoughts with young people.
We have a lot of great history, our people of color, and it'll be, it's a tragedy to not sit down and really try to read and listen and talk to people to learn more about it. They're eager to learn, they're eager just to approach life and attack life with all the right tools, and that's our job, is to give them the right tools to attack life with.
The Bulls celebrated with a reading of Dr. Martin Luther King's famous speech.
I have a dream that my 4 children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
I think we all are still learning what Black History Month is all about, because it's not just about black people, it's about all people and making the world a better place. That's bottom line.
Y'all remember to play NBA Fantasy Live on TBS and TNT, presented by Clarinex. You log on to NBA.com, play all next week, and if you play, you might win a trip for 2 to the NBA playoffs. That would be a lot of fun.
What game?
What game?
What game you get a trip to?
I don't know yet. It's still to be determined.
I don't know if Milwaukee could kill Denver if they playing with any intensity.
That was Bashan Leonard for 3.
They did get beat by Dallas last game. I'm surprised. They should come out all fired up and blow out Denver.
That was Bashan Leonard for 3. He had 17 straight points for Denver.
No way.
Yes, he did.
That's terrible.
Would I lie to you? Sam Cassell, jumper in the fourth quarter.
Ain't no way in the
82-78.
world a guy can score 17 straight points on me. I'll be fouled out the game and have at least one flagrant foul in that situation.
Sam again.
I am. 2 S's, 2 L's.
95-88. Bucks winners over the Nuggets.
Well, Ray Allen didn't play.
They have a great record. A terrible record without Sam Cassell. The percentage is crazy. I saw that stat the other day. He's like right behind Shaq. That surprised me.
1,500 for what?
When he doesn't play in a game, their team's winning percentage.
1,500 franchise victories in the regular season now for Milwaukee.
That was interesting, because you wouldn't think that a guy like that has that much impact.
This game was a dandy.
We should wait.
Philadelphia
We should
and
wait for
Chicago.
this one on video.
It ain't coming out on video. Speedy Claxton with a hoop. On 11-0 Sixer run. Dikembe.
This is like, dude, where's my car? I saw that the other day, and it ranks up there with the worst movies ever done in the history of the cinematic photography.
Dude, where are my highlights here? But Bill Cartwright has that look like this is.
He had it look a lot.
Where's my car? 99-70.
I'm serious, dude, where's my car? It has to be the
Terrible.
worst movie ever.
I watched the first 10 minutes on Spectravision at
That
the hotel.
surprises me, because the book was outstanding.
Yeah, all right.
It better been paperback. That's not coming out in hardcover.
Hey, that's a 20-point game right there, and we've seen enough of the scoreboard and everything that has to do with that game.
Do we have
Let's move on.
many games that were close?
This one right here, thanks for asking, Charles. 82-81 Raptors. Sharif Abdur-Rahim is going to give the Atlanta Hawks the lead. And we've only got 12.5 seconds to go. Toronto going to work inside. Look out for the junkyard dog, Jerome Williams.
I saw the junkyard dog today at Freeman Shoe Store.
Hey, that's... And now you're thinking, you know what? Earlier this year, on December 1st, Akeem Olajuwon hit the game winner. And then in January, it was Alvin Williams who hit the game winner, going right down to the last ticks against this team. Now, would the Hawks be able to turn that thing around this time around? No. And once again, the Raptors have beaten the Hawks. 3 wins over that team this year by a total of 6 points.
You know, the junkyard dog's the only guy who has his own mascot in the league.
No, I did not.
He has his own mascot that he has.
Hey, Toronto's playing really well without Vince Carter.
They are 4-0 without half man, half amazing, and they're hanging right in there in the race for the number 8 spot in the Eastern Conference. Now take a look at this. 3 back on the loss side. They lead the season series right now with Indiana 2-0 with 2 games to play.
And they're going to lose both of them because they can't. That playoff situation is not going to change.
You say that again, but it's...
I believe that 9, 10, or 11, one of those teams will be in the playoffs.
They might get tickets to the playoffs, they won't be in the playoffs.
And so that's where we stand. And I think we were going to discuss that, and then we did it over the graphic. Unless you got anything else to say about it. Why do you? Yeah, I mean, you think you've been right a lot lately. You've been right on the Oscars.
Oh, you think y'all hired me for my looks? Yeah, you did.
Obviously not.
Yeah, you did.
Obviously not.
No, actually, you know what? If you look at
this
the team,
a mirage with Toronto?
Well, for a while, because once they lose, then it's going to really sink in that Vince is not there. I mean, they're playing well. They're playing with adrenaline and momentum right now. But the problem is they're not better than anybody else. If you look at the teams they're beating, they're better than the Hawks. But sooner or later, they're going to have to play some good teams.
They beat Cleveland, the Wizards, Miami, and the Hawks. They got Philly.
All four of those teams stink.
They're at Philadelphia Sunday. Then you got the Bulls twice next week.
They can beat. Well, they won't beat them twice. And then, you can't beat the same team back to back.
Unless it's Chicago, possibly.
You can't beat the same team back to back. I don't care who it is.
Unless it's Chicago.
I've seen that happen in the NBA before, though.
Yeah.
Once or twice.
Name what my bookie says.
I'm glad they finally rolled that. Chili's
I'm just joking about the bookie, David Stern.
Chili's Thursday Night Theater coming up in a little while. Boiling Point is the film.
He's brought to you by Hyundai and by Chili's Baby Back Ribs.
Insider presented by Hyundai.
Boycott.
Minnesota and Dallas was the game on TNT.
Chauncey Billups has really stepped up. You got to give him a lot of credit.
23 points and 17 assists tonight. Wang Zhizhi and Kevin Garnett with the flyby and
hits his head.
Man, he did 12 stitches worth. They were up 19 when that happened, and Dallas comes back and whittles that lead away. Wang Zhizhi.
Why do they keep going up his pump fake is the question.
Because he can't shoot the three.
Look at Jesse.
Yeah, but they don't have to fly at him.
But Derek Stafford is yelling at.
Derek Stafford is my great friend, and he should have hit by Jesse, because Jesse can't take no real blows.
One of the true good guys.
Jesse?
Officiating.
Oh, yeah, Derek's great, but Jesse's great also. But he better quit screaming at my boy Derek, though.
And you see Kevin Garnett with the Band-Aid on the back of his head?
He was laughing the whole time, though. See, they didn't show his angle. I saw the other angle.
Man, Kevin Garnett's one of the true good guys, great players.
For the win!
Thank you very much for
that
picking
was
up
a
on
2-2.
For the win!
They would have counted that as a 3, and it would have been a bad call because his foot was on the line.
Okay, for the tie!
No, they were going to give him 3.
For the tie!
Garnett with 20 and 18.
Mystic.
And the Wolves, the Timberwolves, with a 113-111 win over the Dallas Mavericks. After the game, Steve Nash.
That's when I want the ball. I just made a 3. I was like, gosh, this is so beautiful. I get a second chance tonight. Got in the lane for the layup. Couldn't believe that didn't go in, and then got myself. Nick threw me a great pass across court, and we kind of aborted the play, but I got the same look we were looking for anyways, and he threw a beautiful pass. I caught it in rhythm. You know, really a shot I love to take and feel good, comfortable to make. And like I said, I don't know what it looked like from where you guys were sitting, but from where I was, I thought it was good and just in and out.
It's the way it happens sometimes in this game, doesn't it, boys and girls?
No, normally I knew when my shot was not going in. That's kind of funny.
Okay. Anyway, Western Conference 1 through 6. Sacramento remains on top. San Antonio, the Lakers. Dallas now with 22 losses.
You know,
Portland
5 through 8 is pretty much set, but it's going to be a dogfight up until the last game of the season for those top 4 spots.
Sacramento right now hanging on as they begin that 6-game trip. Here's our Nito stat of the night. Something to leave you with and chew on.
Quit using the word neat, Ernie.
Toronto, you know, talk about back-to-back games.
Mm-hmm.
In game 1, they're 8-9. Game 2 of the back-to-back, they're 9-8. Better record game 2 when you're supposed to be pooped.
So they shouldn't even
That
shot
is
the
the
night before.
stupidest stat.
April 9th and
That
10th,
is
they
the
got
stupidest
Charlotte.
stat I've ever seen.
April 9th against Charlotte, April 10th at Indiana.
We're going to walk out on you again. You
That's stupid, Ernie.
Thanks. See ya.
This has been a presentation of TNT Sports.
Welcome to Chili's Thursday Night Theater. Chili's, like no place else.
Tonight on Chili's Thursday Night Theater, if you like a film that delves into complex interpersonal relationships and delivers a message you can feel deep in your soul, look someplace else. We're watching Boiling Point, starring Wesley Snipes and Dennis Hopper, along with Sir Charles Barkley and Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. Early impressions of this movie before it even begins.
Dennis Hopper is like the perfect bad guy.
He's one of the all-time great bad guys. This is a good movie. This is when, you know, the last couple I was a little
You and Charles
of.
have been at odds.
Yeah, but this I'm feeling. I like the Wesley Snipes. Dennis Hopper, he pulls it off.
Ernie, we haven't been at odds. One thing about movies, they're all unique because people like different movies.
I like a good exchange of ideas between you.
No, we were disagreeing, but we weren't at odds.
That's right. If he says one more time that he doesn't like Wesley Snipes and Blade.
Blade was terrible.
Blade 1 was great.
Blade 1 is terrible.
I detect some disagreement. Anyway, the crux of the story
I'm going to take him to see Blade 2.
Is this. Wesley Snipes is a federal agent. He's got a week to catch the guy who killed his partner.
You keep your head. Nothing crazy. It's got to be by the book.
Yeah, and I give you my word on something else, too. I'm going to put him in a box. By the book.
I have great admiration for policemen because it's a tough job. We criticize them because the only time you ever see them when things go bad. But there's so many bad criminals out there right now. Criminals always find God when they go to prison. Why can't they find God before they go to prison?
Well, you know,
when they wouldn't have committed the crime. That's just a point I'm asking.
That's something certainly to chew on over the next couple
It's amazing
hours
how they all find God when they're in jail.
Boiling point.
And they got that guy named Bubba in the cell with him.
Anyway, we'll be back later, but right now let's please watch Boiling Point.